Hello, everybody. Welcome to our. Okay, you ready for this? I cannot say Founders Club Zoom anymore. Welcome to our Destination X Zoom. Woohoo! I'm so excited. I love the name change. I just think I think, and I'm going to just use the word that we've heard all week. I think it's sexy. I think it is exciting. I think it's something that everybody's going to want to earn. So, Destination X, I want you to drop your points in the comments. How many points do you have? And if you don't know how many points that you have, every single day you should be looking at those points at least a couple of times a week to make sure that you know. Drop how many points you have, how many uniques you have. So, because everybody's going to Puerto Vallarta, correct? That's where we're going. So we're going to build our businesses, and we are going to go to one of my favorite places in the whole world all together. So I am really, really excited about our guest tonight. I just got to spend a week with him, along with 160 of our other best friends. And I will tell you, he is a pickleball playing, volleyball playing, wobble baby, and senior vice president of sales. And man, we had such a good time, and he can cut a rug. I saw him out on that dance floor on the farewell dinner, and I'm just gonna say I was pretty impressed. So you guys make Russ feel welcome. Give him some love in the.
Awesome. Melissa, thanks so much. Yeah, listen, I only do that move at Destination X events. So if you want to see the move, you got to be there, okay, everybody? And yes, it's always embarrassing, but I think I've successfully done it without being recorded. So there's that. Because if that ever gets out there, I might be looking for another job. I don't know. Hey, listen, no, it's a great time. Awesome place. And I love being here with you all this evening. I look around the list of folks that are on this call. I'm really excited for you all. I'm excited about what this year is going to do. I love this idea of transformation. For those of you that have been around for a hot minute, you know, it's very much of a different feel. And sometimes that could come with a little uneasiness. But the overwhelming positive feel right now that we're getting at the corporate office from you in the field is reinvigorating. I love it. It's fun. In fact, my days are so full of just these amazing conversations that it keeps me fired up and going. So thank you guys for your drive, your push. And I have some thoughts tonight. I will be honest with you. They're not overly organized, but there are some nuggets here that I would just love to cast onto each one of you. Before I jump into this, one of my hobbies, truly it's a hobby. It's something I do, just like maybe some people go play golf, or maybe there's the professional pickleball players. One of the things I love to do in my spare time is to teach. And so I'm just happy to sit here at a desk because I just finished a class here at Utah Valley University. I think I thought I saw Christy Van Dam on here. She's in Utah. But so I'm actually sitting in a classroom right now. My class just ended. So I sent them all home and jumped right onto the Zoom here to be with you all this evening. But I think there's a something in that I just want to kind of cast to you guys a little bit as well. Each one of you are on this journey to make an income for yourself, to create a foundation, to create a community, to have all the things that you think about, like, why are you doing this? Why are you doing this? I hope that each one of you consider that question almost each day, to remind yourself of the why. And part of that, when you get that why, you start to do things that perhaps you wouldn't otherwise do in a normal situation. Meaning, if the why is strong enough, right, it's going to force you past fear. It's going to push you to do things that you realize that if you do that, an outcome will be there. But at the end of the day, it's about teaching. It's about coaching. It's about developing people. And just like there's 25 middle 20-year-olds in the classroom here, teaching, developing, and it's the same thing that we all have an opportunity to do with Zingular as well. And I believe there's so much passion and joy that I have in that these types of opportunities to pass along a little thoughts, it gets me fired up. So I'm excited here just to spend a little bit more time with you and let you Uh, I just saw your comment, Christy. I got distracted. I should turn off the comments so I don't get distracted by those. So listen, here's what I want to do tonight. I want to just kind of set up and establish some things. We have some goals. You have goals. You know that the founders, the Destination X, is the requirements to obtain that to get to the Bahia Mita in Puerto Vallarta next year is the same as it's been for the last few years. Get those 8 unique accounts and 100 points, and you're on your way. What I would love for you all to consider is what these 8 accounts do for your business. And I know that there's got to be 5 QSB, which means there's got to be at least 5 new people, 5 unique accounts that get to that QSB, or perhaps even an existing one that gets the QSB2, right? But most people hopefully blow past that in the same qualification, so the unique stays the same. But I want you to consider this as well. You get 5 new, and then you get 5 the manager. Although you only need, right, 3 to get the qualifications, but think about the 5. And the reason why I say that is because there are people within your organization right now that if they were to be developed, if they were to be taught, if they were able to define their why so that they'll go and they'll move up in ranks. But I'd love for you guys to set the challenge of those other 5 become those rank advancements, which again, 3 certainly should. But I'm saying that because there may already be a manager that developing them to be a silver manager creates a unique, or a silver manager that becomes a gold manager, it's another unique. But there's a lot of opportunity for these individuals to take advantage of because one of the pieces that we see at the corporate office, and we will look to change some of the qualifications, right? As we move forward into the next qualification year. Don't worry about that right now. But we want people to develop. We want people to grow because as a result, you grow. Your organizations grow. We get more people coming into the business, more people sharing the passion about what we have and what we're doing. But in doing so, I think now we kind of work backwards. If that's the end goal, I got to get 5 new people that get QSB, and I've got to get 5 new rank advancements within my organization, and then I'm on my way to the trip. What is that going to take? So let's talk about the 5 QSB people. Well, one of the things that we've got going on each and every month is our X5. So what a fantastic place to start. If you get 5 people a month, right? And there's 5 times 12. Someone help me with the math. Not too hard, I don't think, but it's tired. It's late. What is that? 60, right? Did I do that right, Veronica? 60 people in a year? He's like, yeah, it is. Okay. Both of you, I saw 2 Veronicas. Anyway, so yes, okay. So what are the chances if you go get X5 every single month? Is there likely that you're going to have some of those people pop off, become a QSB? Yes. Are some of them going to move and develop into ranks? Yes. Are there other people existing in your organization? Yes. So if any of you feel like you don't have the points or your trajectory for earning the trip for next year is off. If you look at it and you say, man, I only have, I don't know, let's just say 10 points right now. And yet we're October, November, December, January, we're 4 months into it. Look, if you feel your trajectory is off, start doing the basics every day. Okay, so now if I got to go get 5 new people a month to get my X5, what does that mean? Who does that mean I need to talk to? Okay, so chances are if you have a close rate of 10%, well, you're probably going to have to talk to 50 people. Don't let that scare you. Remember, the why is going to drive it. So if I talk to 50 people, I get a 10% close, I got my 5. So it boils down to the old MLM numbers game a little bit, right? Now the question is, how do I find those 50 people? Now, this is where the magic happens. If every single partner in the company could start to think bigger, start to expand, be confident, be proud. Do you all know that people will buy your confidence? They'll buy your belief. Probably first thing, if you're not selling your belief and your confidence, it doesn't matter what you say about the product or anything else. So enter every conversation with absolute conviction. You know the old saying, fake it till you make it. I hate it. I hate that. I don't like it. I like believe it until you live it, right? So every single day, set out to talk to individuals so that leads it. And as you do so, the confidence will grow, your belief will grow, but people will start to see and feel that. But my point is here early is just to start identifying the numbers. I set a challenge out in Dallas, Texas from stage. And I talked about the sales, our tracker, it's not a sales tracker per se, but it's an activities tracker. And I said from stage something to the effect of anybody that sends me their tracker every single week for the next 6 months, I'm going to give them something special. As everything happens, started out strong, had a really great list. I think I'm down to 5 people. But those 5 people, Bambi Miller's one. I have the list on my window in my office. Jennifer Fell, I think, is another one. But my point is, they're doing the do, and I can promise you, they are seeing the success. They are getting their enrollments. They are getting their growth. They are developing people because they've just held themselves accountable to putting in that hour or 2 a day in focused dedication towards their business. So if you're not doing the tracker, if you're not setting those things up, please do so. Because part of that tracker asks you, or dare I say requires you, to understand products. And I found this absolutely amazing. There's another partner, I won't list her name out, but that was one of the things that she's successful, she's doing great. But she started out on the tracker and she says, you know, the interesting thing, Russ, is I have found myself more confident in talking about the company, talking about the opportunity when I understand the products. We've got incredible products. I love what our company does right from the foundation, the onset of this company, when Rudy shook the hands with the manufacturer on a promise to pay because of the loyalty and commitment that that's demonstrated over these years, and it's still the same manufacturer we use now. They understand our commitment from the products right from the top, right from Rudy. And so I love what we do, and I love what Chanel has been doing to bring, again, more education. We've missed that as a company. So lean into her education, but take time to understand those, and then take time to take that knowledge and then pass it on and teach it to others. I believe very strongly in my sales methodology, in my belief of sales. I love sales. I think sales are like, it's the most transferable skill. If you understand the mechanics of sales, you'll never go without. And so in this opportunity that we have before us with Singular, our role to create sales and volume is to find the needs in individuals and show compassion for that individual by asking them questions. What are their needs, their wants, their desires, their hopes, their dreams, their challenges? We get to know someone. We put true, genuine love into what their concerns are, what their needs are. Then we have something to sell to. We know, whatever it may be. I've tended to use this idea of categorizing. I can't say that. It's too late. I put people in categories. There we go. And I start saying, okay, if I talk to somebody and I ask them questions, I'm going to put them into one of 4 categories. And then I know exactly what to sell them on. So I talk to somebody. If they're needing money, I put them in a category that I call the red category. And there are individuals that need the opportunity. They need the business. They need to go make some money. Okay, I'm going to put them in that category because I've asked enough questions. I understand that. Or I'll put them into a category where they are the blue category, and I refer to that as the community category, those who just need to be part of something. Every human being needs to be part of it. As much of an introvert as someone might be, they still need somebody. And I love that we can continue to foster a community at Singular of a one team, one dream, one focus, one united effort, because that's how our compensation plan rewards, is because everybody contributes to that global sales pool, no matter where they're at. But I put them in the community. It's also the same community that they love to party, they love to go to trips, they love the passport program, that type of stuff. Okay, other questions that might spark up will be individuals that have a cause. They're in that yellow category, and they're individuals that just want to be part of a movement, part of a group of individuals that want to give back in some form, fashion, or another. And I've never seen a greater cause than giving somebody back their health, their well-being, their vitality, their energy. That is a great cause and a great movement. So if they're in that category, I place them there. Finally, there's the ones that kind of comes back to this product thing I was mentioning a moment ago, and they're the green category. They're the analytics. They're the ones that want to understand everything. They'll read through a T&Cs and find every mistake. They'll read through a product category and they'll identify exactly what's in the ingredients, and they want to understand it all. Those are the analytical ones. And blessed that Chanel's back because I can't do that very well, but Chanel can. We've got a great strength in that now. So as I've asked questions, understanding their needs, their want, desires, I put them in one of these 4 categories. And then I can say, okay, here's what's amazing. You mentioned to me, Sally Joe, that you feel like you are just needing a greater sense of health and products, and you're challenged with XYZ. Can I share a little bit about our products? Or maybe it was, hey, listen, you told me a moment ago that you're having a hard time paying for and maintaining to keep your head above water when it comes to bills. Can I show you how you can make a few extra $100 a month, which is success in network marketing, in my opinion. Anybody that can make $300, $400, $500 a month in network marketing above their product spend, that is success in network marketing. You get enough people doing that, then you yourself will be making even more. But if that's the case, I have something to sell to. Whatever else, those other 2 categories, I can now demonstrate to say, here's how Singular is going to provide a solution to your challenge or to your want, or how it's going to give you the things you desire. Once you get that identified, it's so much easier to close, to sign them up, because they believe that you understand their need, their want, desire, and you are going to show them the path with Singular. So that approach, that strategy of getting to talk to people, talking to those 50 people a month to get your 5 people, will indeed help get the close ratio up. So maybe then it won't be 50. Maybe you'll only be 25 because you're able to get those 5 out of 25 because you have a better close rate. But that approach, to me, my career, has been way more successful than it is trying to take something and force it onto somebody. In some cases, we've got great individuals out there that can demonstrate the value of what that item may be to anyone. Keep that strategy up as well. But you understand that in talking to those individuals, you'll find some great success. In my opinion, you will. So here's something else that we did. We recently launched, of course, our Subscribe and Save program. I saw a graph that we had today on our data that was hockey pucked. You know what that term means? It went from this and it just whoop, way up. And that data metric was individuals who are enrolling and signing up with a subscription. Well, it makes sense, right? Of course, they're going to sign up with a subscription when they're saving 10%. That hockey puck, which was a steep puck, when we look, in fact, I'm going to give you some data. I'll just throw this at you. This is okay. When we had February of last year with GLPX, we had almost 8,000 enrollments in that 1 month. 8% was all that signed up with a subscription at enrollment. Where we're at now, and our normal average is around about 20%. Well, that hockey puck was closer to 50%. So half the people that have come in are signing up with subscription. If we had the same trend, which we will, we've got products, we've got other things coming out, that when people sign up with that type of percentage on subscription, you know what that's going to happen in the next months? What's going to happen in February, in March, in April, and May? Look, if you go out and you talk to these people, you get those 5 enrollments, your team does it as a collective, you're going to see your volume in these next few months go whoop, way up, because they're seeing the value of subscription, not just from a product consumption standpoint, but because of the immediate reward on the discount. So continue to drive that behavior, continue to sell and understand the value of Subscribe and Save. It's all in the name, right? They need to be consistent in our products to obtain those goals that they have for their health. So I think that probably goes without being said, but I'll just remind this group as well. One of the other things, and I'm sorry, my foot's kind of getting numb. One of the other things that we're seeing success in is individuals reaching out to any previous customer or any previous partner and giving them a call and just giving them a heads up that we've got a new Subscribe and Save program. And they may or may not have points to use, but hey, use those points, call into member service or go online and use those points that they have saved, because those will go away the end of February. But what a beautiful opportunity is to reconnect with them, because maybe they didn't even understand what it meant to get rewards points back, a little bit of an archaic rebate philosophy of years ago, but now they don't have to do that. Now you can introduce to say, hey, you can get that immediate savings right now. Use those points, sign up for a subscription, and you'll get some month savings. So we're seeing a ton of activity of individuals, you partners, who are looking at their genealogy and they're seeing all their partners and they're just going to start calling them up and just having that great conversation, easy call to make, because it's introducing savings to somebody who may, again, need our products as well. So utilize that. The other aspect that we have launched that we're really excited about seeing the continued adoption is the Share 10. Everybody loves a little savings. And so sharing their link, right? Giving them that code, your Share 10 code, just to help them incentivize getting their subscription, or rather getting signed up by getting their 10% or $10. You guys know what I'm saying, right? Let me say it again. Rewind all that. They can get their save $10 at enrollment plus their 10% subscription. There we go. Got it. Nailed it. Listen, one of the other things that we found, this was an idea that came out of individuals that were down there in Mexico. I think maybe Melissa already passed this out, but I want to say this as well. There's this idea that's going out that's really powerful. And it's this: in your effort to talk to somebody to help them close, they sell the subscribe and save. They sell the 10%. And once they do that, they can say, hey, listen, if you sign up with a subscription, I'll give you a code to get $10 off. So it's almost this element to, rather than throw it out there to just hope they get it, it creates this leverageable point to ensure the close, which is a fantastic approach, because the subscribe and save is a fantastic element to get 10%. But after they commit to say, yeah, I'll set up with a subscription and subscribe and save, that's awesome. Let me give you a code. I'm going to save you an extra $10 today too, since you're doing that. It just helps you secure them down. So there's different approaches and sales techniques, and leveraging both of those valuable assets that I'm so glad that we have now for each one of you to leverage as we continue to grow and move forward. Folks, this is an amazing time. This is an amazing time to be part of a 15-year-old company who is well established, who is debt-free, who is solid, who is focused on what we want to accomplish and do. We have the resources, we have the backing, but yet we are now in this position to almost feel like brand new, that we can feel like there is such a refreshed approach to moving our business forward. I myself am super reinvigorated by everything that we're doing, because I know it's what we've needed, and I'm very grateful that it has happened. Ton of work has gone into this from our corporate team, and the way you say thanks is to use it all. Sign up people up, bring them in, develop those individuals, and help them along with their journey. Finally, again, the app. We launched the app. We've got a lot of people. I think it's about 2,500 now so far on the app. To give you perspective of what that number means and what the goal is. The goal is to get 10,000 people on before Fling. That's my goal. Because we have over 10,000 non-canceled partners, okay? Meaning they're partners that are in the system. They're not canceled. They haven't maybe ordered for 5, 6 months, whatever else it is. There's different scenarios, but there's over 10,000. But if we can get 10,000 people using the app, oh, can you imagine? Like, we're already seeing a ton of success. Melissa may have shared her experience down in Mexico with the app and how she was able to share resources out of it and what it did for her and to identify someone's interest. But if there's an individual, a partner that hasn't been around for a hot minute, maybe not doing the things, it's another reason to call them up. Hey, the company's got a brand new website. The company's got subscribe and save. The company's got a Share 10. And guess what? The company's got a fantastic way to share our products and who we are through a mobile app that will give you clear indication if they're successful or if they want to sign up and their interest level, right? So what an incredible time. I believe each and every one of you, through your consistency, we will see you there in Puerto Vallarta. We will see you. I want to see you. We keep saying that at every event that we've done from a Founders Club standpoint in the past. We always say, hey, we want to see you and your entire team here. This is the mechanics. This is the tool. This is the resource, what it requires. Identifying people, finding people, and sharing. There's some techniques that Brock and Helaman will continue to share through the XDC on some of the, how some of the tools are utilized within the app. It's not super difficult, but if you're going to share something on Messenger, for example, through social media, it works a little differently than a text through the app. But my point in saying that is pay attention. They'll do some training, but also play around with it. You'll start identifying the tricks and tips to be able to leverage and use that app. It's only a couple weeks old, but if we stay on the trend we're on now, we will have those 10,000 people. Again, my hope is not by April 9th or whatever, the April 10th, but I would love to have that by the end of February. So we're halfway into the month of February or January. Hang with me, folks. Just stay with me. I hope you understand what I'm saying. We're halfway through January and a quarter away to the goal, which means if we can get halfway to our goal, 5,000 people by the end of January, which we're on that track, we'll get the other 5,000 adopted, plugged in February, March, which is a fantastic growing season for our industry and our company, and leading right into the event, it will be dynamite. And let me say this, if you're not registered for Fling yet, I know there's investments. I realize that, but tickets to California right now are a little cheaper than they were before. God bless all those people that are suffering out there. But there are opportunities to get there. And I will also say this, if you haven't heard it, it's the only live event we're going to do this year. It's the only one that will be able to rub shoulders with each other. And so we want you to make that commitment and be there. But in doing so, I can promise you this as well. It's going to be unlike the other events. We are going to make some more announcements. We're going to have a great time. And in that, we will see it sell out, I guess is my point. Because we only have, the space is only set to 600 people. 600 people, it's all going to be there because that's as big as the space. Frankly, we're at about 350 people registered. So we have 250 to go. Now, if all this trend happens, if everyone's adopting to the app, everybody's seeing the belief, everybody's starting to join, I think that we are going to run out of seats for Fling in Anaheim by probably mid-March is my hope. I don't know. We'll see. But great things that are happening on there, the subscribe and save, the share ton, the app, but there is an incredible opportunity that lays before us. And I just really am proud of each one of you to take the challenge of earning the trip to Destination X, Bahia Maita. I don't know if I say that right. I try every time, but oh well. But really set the goal. Get at least 10 unique accounts. Get 150 points. Get that extra $300. Make sure that you're developing people, creating uniques through the ranks, and getting those new folks by being consistent each and every month. I'll just close with this. I have a whole bunch of other notes, but let me wrap up with this. If there was a time to have all-out massive action, it's right now. There's always rumors and concerns and doubt and all the things that can come along with it. But take my confidence, take the confidence of Oliver and of Rudy and the other corporate staff, the other leaders, and have all out massive action, which means to fall in one of two categories. Ignorance on fire is not a bad thing. We love those individuals who just come in and go gangbusters. They don't know exactly what they're doing, but they're just doing it. And even though you may do it or may know what to do, just keep going and doing it. Ignorance on fire is amazing. So either one, set your strategy, but then execute against the strategy, which is, again, working, filling out the tracker, doing the thing each and every day. But one of the interesting things that I see in patterns of individuals is that they come in ignorance on fire, and then they get lost in the weeds. And they try to navigate through various reports and get right deep into different kind of information and try to do all this research. And then next thing they know, they're getting overwhelmed by the unproductive activities. They lose sight of the IPAs, the income producing activities. But my point is, have a strategy and then execute it like ignorance on fire. Oh, that's a good line. Create a strategy and execute like ignorance on fire. We have got a lot of great things that are going to happen for us, folks, and we're ready to lock arms with you. You've got great upline, great support, great side lines, sister lines, brother lines. You've got corporate here that we're going to continue to help push, but we will also, again, challenge a little bit more than perhaps we've done in the past. We know that sometimes we haven't challenged to have individuals rise to their capabilities. And now it's time to be challenged to rise to your capabilities because it's higher than what it is now. It's higher than what you believe. Everybody's capability is higher than what they believe it to be. So find yourself in an environment, get uncomfortable, And then in that uncomfortability, you will grow. And then when you grow, you'll find your success that you're looking for. Okay, that's my thought. That's my pitch. That's my spiel for tonight. What other thoughts do you have, Melissa? What, Stacy? What else do you guys want me to cover? What other questions do you have? I can go on and on.
Well, let me say this, guys. If you all are not excited about what's been going on and what's going to continue to happen with Zingular, you guys need to check your pulse, because corporate has laid out everything to make us more successful than we've ever been. Changing up the subscription program is genius. Being able to give people that 10% off, being able to go back and follow up with people, get people back engaged with using the products. Maybe they haven't for a while. The share 10 code, whoever came up with, I've got a $10 discount on top of, the 10% if you do the subscription. Genius. We all need to be doing that. Okay. We all need to be getting that commitment that they're going to do the subscription so they can get the $10 code. New flavors of things, new products coming out. You guys probably saw the promotion that was dropped today. Get 3 people signed up with any product, and you're going to be able to be one of the first people to order that new product coming out the 1st of February. So make sure you're getting those 3 enrollments. Russ, I want to say this. I meant to say this. I got so excited. Thank you so much for jumping on with us tonight. I know you have a crazy busy schedule. You're there, just finished up teaching a class, and somebody wanted to know if you're teaching dance.
It's not that type of a class, ladies and gentlemen. No, of all things, it's actually it's a public speaking class. It's a general ed, so it's a blast. But
Good.
If you want to have a dancing lesson, Stacy, I can do a private lesson for you.
I don't think I know you have a lot of talent, but I don't know that you have enough talent to teach me to dance. I'm just going to say that. I think I'm a lost cause when it comes to dancing. I'm at 50 years old, I've just accepted I'm not going to be a dancer.
Hey, Stacy, I'll send you the videos I have of Russ.
Oh, great.
I was
got
going to
you.
say, if anybody had a video, it would be Christy, because let me tell you, if her phone is out, you're being videoed. I'm just fair warning. If that phone is in her hand, you are being videoed. So, but yeah, I want to see those, Christy. But guys, take what Russ said and apply it. Make sure that you're doing the follow-ups with everything we talked about. Make sure you're focusing on the things you need to be doing to get the unique accounts, to get the quick starts. And we have so many great things to follow up with people about. Make sure that you're using that. Make sure you're using the new product coming out, the subscription, the 10% or the $10 off. We have so much to use to follow up with people. We just got to be putting these things into action. I mean, corporate has given us so many great tools to use. It's up to us to make sure we're applying them and using them. And I want to echo what Russ said about the Share app, or I'm sorry, I still have the Share off my head, the Zingular app. If you do not have that download, and I hope everybody on here does, but if you don't, make sure you go download that. Make sure you get in and click the Learn section and watch all those videos, because those videos are very, very helpful. I've not got through them all yet. I think I'm about halfway through, but make sure you go through and do that. So Russ, I appreciate you coming on, talking about all the great stuff that we've got going on, and giving us some inspiration of some things that's going to be coming up in the near future. So I think Christy's driving. I don't know if she was going to be able to jump on and add to it or not. If not, I'm going to hand it over to Melissa.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Russ. And I'll just, for the shout outs that you did, I just have to say that Jen Fell and Bambi Miller are on my downline. And I do have my trackers. I just have not sent them to you in a few weeks, but I do have them. But the trackers are located in that app, and I'm going to tell you, it's changed everything for me, because I can go back and I fill them out every single week, and I can go back and follow up with the people with the week prior to make sure that I don't miss anything, that people don't slip through the cracks. It is a fantastic way to make sure you're doing the things every single day, and it doesn't take long. It takes me maybe 15 or 20 minutes a day to do all the things that are on it. It's fantastic. So Go print them out. They're in your app. If you have done the app training, you will have seen them. So everybody do the app training. And I've learned so much from that training myself. So it is wonderful. Get in there and do it. So thank you again, Russ. Thank you, everybody, for jumping on. We love you so much, and we're so proud of you for taking your time to do what it takes to build your business. I'm going to go ahead and declare Ephesians 3:20 over all of you. God is going to do exceedingly and abundantly more than we can think or ask because we honor him. His blessings are going to chase us down and overtake us. You're in the right place at the right time, and I declare a boldness to rise up in each one of you. God is going to open supernatural doors. People are going to seek us out, and we will rise in the ranks because we give him the honor and glory for it. Love you guys. See you later.
Thank you all. Oh, yeah, see ya.